Welcome to another episode of My Plug Life, and we're going on a road trip today. Now, where we have planned to go is about 7 hours in one direction out to Revelstoke. That's the first stop on our trip, but we can't make it in one charge, just like you wouldn't be able to make it in a gas car, so we're gonna have to fill up partially on the way. But before we get there, what do we do at the beginning of the day is, just before we go, we throw all our gear in the inside, we charge it up overnight to 100%. Now, we wouldn't do that normally. We'd only do it on a road trip like this because it will do some slight damage to the battery if you do it on a daily basis. But for this, it's okay. Fully charged, gear in the back, let's head out. Welcome to Kanloops. We're stopping here on the first leg of the trip. It's about 3/4 of the way. Didn't need to come this far. Could have stopped halfway at like Merritt, but I decided to push it a little bit and see how far I can get. Now I ended here with about 5-10% charge, which is like 20-40 kilometers, something like that. Like I said, didn't have to be this far, but just wanted to see what the limit was on this. Anyways, if this was the case where these chargers behind me, these are the Tesla chargers, I've never been in a situation where they didn't work, but if they weren't working, a lot of these towns are going to electric, especially places like this. So behind me here we have a level 2 charger. These ones are probably 40 kilometers an hour or so. So if I stayed here a couple hours, then I'd be able to get out to the next supercharger if I didn't have access to it. If I wasn't using a Tesla, then I would be having to hit chargers like this, or maybe even the fast chargers that BC Hydro has been putting all over our province. And those are currently free. There's a few other places that are making them, like Peachland and what have you, but there's not enough of a network to make it reliable yet. So we made it out to Revelstoke Mountain Resort. And here they have axe throwing. They've got basically a big jungle gym type of thing. And they have the pipe mountain coaster, which gets up to about 42 kilometers an hour. And let's get an honest review about that.
At the beginning I was scared, but then I was like, all right, I'm not gonna die. Let's do it. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die a graceful death. Let's do it.
So you want to do it again?
Oh, hell yeah. At the beginning, I was like, oh no, the tunnel. And then at the end, I was like, this tunnel is amazing. They should have more of them.
All right, after some fun in the sun in Revelstoke, we just hit the chargers here, which are behind me. There's 4 here. This is typical when you're on kind of a trip on a small town. So they tend to have 4 minimum. Larger towns, you'd have more. You'd have 12, 20. But they're all going to be in use usually. So when you get a place like this where there's only 4 of them, you'll probably see maybe 1 or 2 being used at the time, but it gets you on your way nice and quick. So we're going to stop here for like 10 minutes, not very long, and that's just going to get us to where we're going to stay the night over in Kelowna, and we'll spend a day there puttering around, and we'll probably charge up just before we leave so we can make it all in one go. But we could spend here a lot of time. We could spend 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, and get a little bit of extra if we wanted to. Now, at this one in particular, we have behind me here a Best Western, it looks like. And we just had lunch just down the street here. We found just like a random place. And, it's good on the map. You can actually look up random places if you want to. You just hit hungry when you're doing your search on Navigate, just like you would on Google Maps. Anyways, I guess that'll be good for the day. We'll see you when we get to the hotel. All right, so now we're in Kelowna getting another charge. Now, it didn't need to be a long one. I just kind of decided to hang out here because it's a beautiful night. They've got the stars up there, and it's the meteor shower right now. So that's interesting to watch while I'm here. And there's 8 stalls here, and typically when you have 8, that's a bigger town, you'll have more people you'll run into here. And that's actually an interesting thing. You'll run into people that just want to randomly talk to you, which is kind of neat. Or you can hide out in your car, it's up to you. And speaking about the city, there's a taxi company that's running electric cars, actually specifically Teslas. And there's one of them here behind me, and he's just charging up. And you can get in one of these Teslas. There's the S, X, and 3 that you can get into, and he will have Cybertrucks. So that'll be interesting. But they run all over, and actually I believe they're starting in Victoria as well. So anyways, charging up here for a little while, then I'm gonna head out and pick some berries tomorrow. So that'll be fun. So here we are in Peachland. We're doing a bit of a U-pick. It's at a person's house up here, and they're doing peaches and plums right now. And then we're off on the road again. So here we are, picking up some goat cheese on the way home. We're at a little kind of farm here, which is kind of neat. It's outside the sea. The sea is way in the back there. So after we're done here, we're going to head out and start our journey home. So now it's on the way home. We decide I need to charge up one more time, but I push it all the way to Abbotsford so I can get onto the version 3 of the supercharger. Now this is the latest version that goes the fastest rate possible. It goes up to 250 kilowatts, and as you can see, it goes up to 1,700 kilometers an hour, which is absolutely bonkers. No other electric car out there can get this kind of a rate right now, and this version 3 of the supercharger will be available everywhere. It's currently pretty much across Canada at this point, but they're going to be upgrading some of the other ones as well to get to this speed. And that's basically how it ended. We went to the places I wanted to. We went to a few places I wasn't expecting, which were wonderful. I did charge a little bit extra. It wasn't really out of my way or anything like that. They were in pretty much every major town that I wanted to go to, so it wasn't an issue there. Now, I have a few ideas of what I want to do on the next couple videos. If you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments below. If you went to some of these places, let me know. And please give me a like or a thumbs up, or even subscribe if you want to see more videos. And hopefully you make your life into your plug life like I have. I'll see you in the next one.